of times people have trouble squaring up the baseball and they don't know why. And a lot of times it's because they either have an uphill or a downhill swing. They can't get flat through the baseball. The ball's coming at this angle right here, and so we need to be able to recreate that same pattern of where the ball's coming from. Okay? If the ball is coming in this direction and our bat path is this, which a lot of people teach, they get everybody stiff, non-athletic, so you don't load, you don't get back there, and then you swing. Watch the path of my bat. It's down, and then it's up. Okay, so my bat is never flat through the zone. Same thing right here. Up, right there. Okay, but a lot more you'll see a downward plane, because people have always heard since they're little, swing down at the ball. Terrible cue, terrible, horrific. And so we see this. Swinging down, and then you're back up. So if the ball is coming from this direction and you're swinging down, you're either going to hit the ball straight down into the ground, or you're going to barely hit it on the top and you're going to pop it up. Tiny margin for error. We want a large margin for error. Not a tiny margin for error, very hard for us to square up the baseball and hit a hard line drive. And so that's exactly what we want. Hard line drive, ball off the barrel of the bat. And so how do we correct that swing plane? I've worked with tons of hitters, and it is almost impossible to correct a swing plane. I mean, it's hard. You can go for years and years, but those habits are so built up. The older a person is, the harder it is to correct. And so what can we do in that situation? We know it's a steep swing. We know the margin for error is super small. How are we going to fix that? Well, we found something. When I was at Kentucky, we had a big hitter, Ryan Strebe, SEC Player of the Year. And he's about 6'6", 240, big guy. Hit 20 home runs that year. But sometimes he would get a little bit too upright, and he'd have trouble planing out the pitch. You'd see a lot of low pitches. And so a low pitch, he's tall, his angle would be here. And all we'd say, hey, hold the flex. Stay down. Okay, hold the flex in the back knee. And so he'd get about a little bit lower. He was able to get flat and really plane out that low pitch. So instead of being steep, he was a lot flatter just by bending his knees a little bit more. That's all he did. Okay, so just get a little bit lower if you have more of a chopping swing, and that will allow you to plane it out, to stay down instead of up, down, up. Start out a little lower, plane it out, stay down, stay down, stay down, through the pitcher, to the pitcher. You can do that. It's going to flatten out your swing plane. You're going to have a lot bigger margin for error, a lot better chance of hitting on the barrel, which is our whole goal. Okay, so use that simple tip to really accelerate your process, eliminate the steep swing path, and start driving the baseball over the yard. Make sure you click subscribe and go to athletehitting.com down below. Get your free bat speed gift, 3-part video series, guaranteed to put on 5 mile an hour or more to your bat speed.